Good evening, everybody. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome. Nice to have you all here. Merry not day of Quizmas. Let's take that webcam placeholder off. Not that one. Right, you all ready for this? I'm going to take the webcam placeholder off. You all ready? You all ready? You ready for this? Where's the bloody webcam placeholder gone? I'll just take it off here. Right, you ready? You ready? Oh no, I don't have a camera in this scene. So taking the webcam placeholder off ain't going to do anything. Well, balls. I'll show you in a minute. When I take the webcam placeholder off, it's all going to get very exciting. Noughth instead of zeroth. No, I would say zeroth if I was ever going to say anything like that, rather than noughth. I think I prefer noughth, though. Noughth feels right. It trips off the tongue a little easier than zeroth. Especially with my speech issues. The 7.5th day of Christmas, that sort of works. 7.5th day of Christmas. Let me say hello to everyone before we start the game. We've got Procyon, Aspie, Cetra, hello, Topper, Topper 1 that is, Lupine 1, Clive Legend, Tipster, Cola, Connor, M3 Times, G Isons, Proogs, Hallian, Matt the Ref, 8 Minky, Vitrudel, TJ, Tyson Bain, We Like Shapes, Anasep, Comedy Fan, anyone else who's lingering. It's been a bit quiet, bit of a quiet warm-up. We've got 43 here now, though, so that's lovely to have you here. I'm sure more people will make themselves known as the evening progresses. Don't do halfways, the mess with bird plot is going to be too much. Sorry, Ape. We'll stick with full days. So, yes, we're having a day off from the days of Quizmas today. I've done one every stream of December so far, so this is my day off, so to speak, my day off Quizmas. Ash had his last Friday when Catnip was hosting Golden Mind. From this point onwards, there are 4 days of Quizmas left. Tomorrow with... 5 days of Quizmas left. Tomorrow with Ash. Good evening, Pum and Ben. Tomorrow with Ash, and then on Friday with Ash, with me on Saturday, with me on Tuesday, next Tuesday that is, and then the 12th day of Quizmas with Ash a week tomorrow, Wednesday the 23rd of December, will wrap up this little season of... little special December season up. So we've got more to look forward to, but this evening it's a bit more chill and we're going to have a wordy night, but we're not going to get away from the festive fun. I've made some changes to Wheel of Fortune, which means I can now have custom puzzles. Hooray! I've also implemented free spin. Hooray! And I've also got now a potentially infinite lobby game. Hooray! Which means that even if you don't get into the hot seat, we're not going to be limited to just having 21 people playing in the lobby. Yeah, I've made changes to the wheel. The wheel, which I've still not seen, and I really must. So that's all good. It does mean if you don't want to play in the hot seat, if you don't have a microphone, or you just want to play in the lobby game for whatever reason, it means don't join the lobby when the lobby opens, because the way it now works is that you should be able to play along without joining that lobby. You can join at any point in the game of Wheel of Fortune, which should be good. As ever, when I've done sort of major changes to something, brace yourself for both, because this hasn't been tested yet, apart from obviously in my own in the build. It's not been tested live, only with test players. So, and Wheel of Fortune is now... It's really weird. I'm thinking of Wheel of Fortune is now an older build of game. Which it's really not. I did it in, June? Something like that. Bugs equals features, yeah, that'll do. But this is now an older game of mine compared to some of the other stuff I've done more recently, which is feels much more competent and more robust. So I beg your patience if anything comes up, but fingers crossed it'll all go according to plan. Like I say, we're going to do 2 games of Wheel of Fortune. They've all got a festive theme, so there's 5 puzzles obviously in each game. Festive theme running through all of them, and then we go over to Countdown a bit later on, where I'm delighted to be joined by Tipster, who's going to be joining me in Dictionary Corner, which will be very exciting. Look forward to that later on. But first of all, a couple of games of Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune, yes, it's not pluralised. I should roll the credits. Let's do that now. And to all our non-British friends who are saying this looks weird and wrong, yeah, it's very much the British version of Wheel of Fortune, which has a special place in my heart. Something that I seem to remember watching this if I was ill from school. I know the camera's not on yet. I'm going to turn it on in a minute. I need to build up to it more. But yeah, this is actually an older game now. It feels like an older game. It feels like probably this one or the code is probably the last one I did before I decided I was actually going to become competent. So this is the last one that's sort of held together with, sellotape and glue. Right, are you ready for the camera? Right, you ready for this? Da 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 da. Look at the Christmas tree! Oh, you can't really see it. Let me move that over. It's much more visible if I move it that way. Look at the Christmas tree and the lights! Yay, it's so festive! And jolly, yeah. We got a new tree this year. So the tree we've had in the past has been a little tiny 3-foot one. Since when we were renting, we were able to obviously rent a much bigger place than we could afford to buy when we first bought. And so we used to have real Christmas trees. Now, countdown and 15 to 1. Wheel of Fortune can make a nice trinity. Indeed, Hodders. So now we're in a slightly smaller flat. Historically, when this room immediately on my right used to be it's the left on the camera, but it's the right for me. That used to be the living room, and we've got a big chest that is still in the living room, but the living room is now moved. We used to put a little 3-foot Christmas tree on top of the chest, and it looked quite nice, and then the presents would go around there. Now the living room is all the way down there, and this is now our bedroom. We only really use the living room if we're watching a film, because it's so sort of small and boxy and narrow and long that it sort of functions like a cinema room. So we've got this 50-inch TV and it only just fits in the room. So it feels a little bit like a cinema in there. But apart from that, it's got my wardrobe in there and it's a general storage ground. So we don't go down there all that often. So it made more sense to have the Christmas tree here in place of the laundry basket. And the laundry basket has temporarily moved to the kitchen where the ironing basket had gone. And the ironing basket is now living on top of the microwave. So go figure. But it does mean I've got a very nice backdrop for the stream. So I hope you enjoy our Christmas tree. And it's a new tree this year. We've still got the 3-foot one. We have got 2 boxes of decorations in the loft, but I was only able to find one, which means we haven't been able to find our Christmas stockings, and we haven't been able to find the old Christmas tree, which might be a nice thing to put up somewhere else. I'd say on my desk, but my desk is criminally short of space already. Anyway, that's the story of my tree. Welcome everyone else who is joining us in the stream. Not a jumble of numbers. Toeboy, Hodders, DJ, Party of Me, Natter, Ramsey Fox, and anyone else who is lurking and lingering. It's lovely to have you here. Merry Christmas, even though we are not having a 12 Days of Quizmas. I probably could have had this as a 12 Days of Quizmas game. Actually, now it's got an infinite number, but I didn't know I was going to have this until today. But I did promise you last time we played this, is that I promised next time I'll get free spin work, and I thought while I've got the build open I'll make some other changes as well. So the drill is much better. Matt, he was better on Sunday morning. It's always the way when you get kids. They have a little sickness bug. They'll throw up in the evening, and then the next day they're made of rubber kids. So he bounced back and he's just fine. He's out with Mrs. Flush walking the dog at the moment. So just me at the moment. In the house, but they'll be back in a little while. So, as I said in the preamble, if you want to play in just the lobby, because you need a microphone if you want to play in the hot seat game, you might not want to play in the hot seat game anyway, or you might not have a microphone for whatever reason. If you don't want to play in the hot seat, don't join the lobby. All right, the lobby is for the hot seat players only. If you want to play in the lobby game, in the audience game, then you can just join in the normal way. You don't need to type a code. You can just type your answers once the game has started. So that's about it. I think I was going to completely remap all my hotkeys, but they seem to be working much better than they have been now. I've actually sort of realised how they work. 2 games of Wheel of Fortune, M3 times, and then 2 games of Countdown. That's the plan for this evening. I've planned to, because now it's got bespoke puzzles in them. I've written 2, or 10 puzzles, and they've all got a Christmas theme to them. So the plan is 2 Wheels of Fortune, and then 2 Countdowns later on with tips in Dictionary Corners. So if you'd like to play in the hot seat, not in the lobby game, only in the hot seat, come and join the lobby with the lobby code, SMSI. And there's no exclude method. So that's another thing. This is why this is only for hot seat players. There's no exclusion method. So if you join the wheel, there is a chance that you will be coming into the hot seat, and you must have a microphone to do that. If you haven't got a microphone, or you just want to play in the lobby, leave yourself out of the lobby game, and that can hold an infinite capacity. So already we're noticeably not filling up the wheel quite so much, which is I suppose a good thing because it means only people on the wheel are going to be in the hot seat, and it means everyone else can play. So we're over halfway there. I'll give it another few seconds to if you want to come and join. This wine is called Mad Fish. We saw it on Tesco. Tesco's have got an offer on at the moment where if you bought, or they did until I think it finishes tomorrow. You can get any 6 bottles of wine for. If you get 6 or more bottles of wine, you get 25% off. 40%. 40% off, is that Hodders? Or you're drinking 40% alcohol? I'm not sure which. But yeah, Tesco's have got this 25% off extra, off any additional offers, which is amazing. So I just sort of went to town and bought 10 bottles of wine. Chance of being in the hot seat in... Oh, I see. Very good. How full of the wheel is. Very good. Yeah, so I just got 10 bottles of wine and another bottle of port, a nice bottle of port, which will probably do us up until Christmas-ish. Maybe slightly after. Own computers with the doctor, so no mics, so I'll be the lobby. That's fine, we like shapes, no worries. You don't need a microphone for countdown, which is later on. Countdown is voice is optional, though we're all set up ready for that. Good evening to Dogfish, welcome to the stream. Anyone having issues loading Twitch Whispers? Not sure. Maybe people are very busy or tired tonight. Or Aspie, it's possibly the thing that I just mentioned. Normally when we do have a full wheel, we have at least 10 people excluding because they don't want to be in the hot seat. So maybe those extra people aren't coming in. I figured this would be the case, we'd have a smaller wheel. Oh, a Whisper's not working at all. That is a problem. Because we need Whispers to not to spin the wheel, but for the lobby game certainly. Error with Persephone. Really? Can anyone whisper to anyone? Let's establish this, because if it's Persephone and I can work just by restarting the build, that might work. But if we've got no whispers at all, let me. I've got a whisper from Tipster there. I can. I've just got a whisper from Tipster come through, and that's fine. Please use the whisper window for Windows for whispers. Procyon's joining, which is impossible given I'm using the alternate player to avoid unskippable ads. Ah, I see. Yeah, unskippable ads is a thing if you're using an alternative thing. I can see that message, Procyon. And I'm getting a whisper from Matt the ref. Yep, that's coming through just fine, Matt. Okay, maybe it's fixed, maybe it's not. I can't speak to people who are maybe using alternative things to avoid ads. I'm not going to disparage you for doing that. I do exactly the same with Google Chrome. But if obviously your experience may differ. Fabulous. Thank you very much for confirming that, Matt. So if you're playing in the lobby game only, incidentally, everyone who joins the wheel that doesn't get into the game will automatically be put into the lobby. Everybody else, as soon as you whisper something to Persephone's Twitch bot once the game is open, you get added into the lobby. Okay, and the way it works, you can solve the puzzle at any time when you're in the lobby. There's a Twitch reward, which will show up when I focus on the right window. There. That goes down with every letter that is revealed by the hot seat player. So the earlier you answer, the more points you get. This is the lobby game. And if you're the first to answer correctly in the lobby, you get a bonus 100 points. So that's very exciting. Bonus points are always fun. And yeah. But if you get it wrong, and you must be exactly correct, if you get it wrong, you lose 100 points. Yeah, that's the lobby game. Yep, I'm getting that as well, Lupin 1. Audio whispers are coming through. Remember, you must have a microphone if you're coming to join this lobby wheel because there's a chance you'll be in the game and you can't self-exclude anymore. So, yeah, come and join the wheel if you have a microphone and are willing to come into the hot seat game. What do bonus points make? They make prizes, Plum and Ben. They certainly do. Right, I think everyone is here. We've only got 3 empty spaces on the wheel, which is very encouraging. So, and everyone else, I'm assuming, if you're just hanging out, you're going to come play in the lobby game. So, let's lock it up and pick our players. Okay, I'm going to give this wheel a spin, and we're going to pick 3 people to come and feature in the hot seat. Make your way into the green room, and you'll be sound tested by someone who isn't there at the moment, because it looks like score counts on mobile. So we may not have anyone to sound test. We may just have to hope that you're right. Oh, that's a good start, isn't it? Thank you, Ash, for jumping into that. Appreciate it, mate. Let's try again. Let's try again and actually get a player this time. What are the odds of that? Just missing out on not a jumble of numbers there. Blank, come and join the Discord. We've got Pum and Ben. Welcome, Pum and Ben. If you're not in the Discord already, BT Dubs, you can come and join it. Not there, but right there. Not there. I'll try that third time lucky. There we go. Thank you. Someone beat me to the punch. Come and join the Discord right there. And then you'll be able to come and join the green room. I see Pum and Ben coming in now. Going to be sound tested by Ash. Let's spin and get a second player. We're going to miss those blanks again. Lovely. Who's going to be next? Who's going to be next? Is it Tyson Bain? It is Tyson Bain. Tyson Bain, make your way to the green room to be sound tested and then into the studio. And one more player. Remember, we're playing 2 games tonight, so there will be another opportunity to play a little bit later on. I would ask that people in the hot seat in this game maybe don't join the lobby on the next one. We'll give a few people a chance. And we could miss not a jumble of numbers by 1 again. Oh, mate, that sucks. We've got another blank tile there. Let's go once more. And we will get... Surely it's got to be not a jumble of numbers now. Surely. There we go, not a jumble. You're into the game. After skipping over you twice, you've managed to get your way in. So make your way into the green room where you'll be sound tested, and then we can bring you into the broadcast studio. Right. Let's go back to that view. Pum and Ben, Tyson Bain, and not a jumble of numbers. You are all here, and hopefully, in a moment, you'll all be able to be you'll all be brought into the broadcast studio and all be able to hear me. Let me just unmute Discord audio. Everything is being streamed, by the way, through me. Keep an eye on my channel rather than on... in fact, let me just, for a second... Hang on. Disconnect that, because that is potentially sharing answers. Persephone Bot is sharing stuff. Oh, no, I didn't want to disconnect her from the chat completely. Come back, Persephone Bot. I just wanted to stop sharing the screen, because that's sharing a different screen for a countdown later on. Hopefully... you all can hear me. Good evening, Pum and Ben.
Hello, how's it going, Ben?
Very well, Ben and Ben. This is the first time I've spoken to you. Very exciting to actually chat with someone who's got the same name as me. Welcome to Wheel of Fortune.
Well, thank you.
Tyson Bain, good evening, welcome.
Good evening.
Lovely to have you with us. Is this the first time on the wheel for you?
Yep.
It is, and I think for Pum and Ben as well, first time on the wheel in the hot seat.
Yep.
Fantastic. And not a jumble of numbers. The person whose name is always used as the test name because it's the longest name in the community. Welcome to you.
Thank you.
Lovely to have you here. So you guys can control the wheel directly by typing !spin or !spin1, !spin2 or !spin3 to spin the wheel to the bot or into the public chat. That also works. But then you're giving your letters to me, so you might say S for sugar or M for mother or L for Lima. But make sure you give me a word to go with it just in case there's any bad connections going on. And then you have to spin before you guess. You can buy vowels for, I think it's 200 every, but you have to spin first. And that's all good. I think you know the rules. And Twitch lobby, you should be able to start joining the game as soon as the puzzle is revealed. So, lovely to have you here. Good luck. Let's play Wheel of Fortune. Okay, let's go and have a look at our first puzzle for the evening. There are 5 words in it, and they spell out food. So, Pum and Ben, you've got control of the wheel. Take it away.
And you said exclamation point spin 2, right?
Exclamation mark spin or spin 1, spin 2, spin 3. All with an exclamation mark at the beginning. 1, 2 and 3 give you a different speed. So 3 is the fastest, 1 is the slowest. There's £1,000 in the 1,000 points in the Twitch reward. Those are the players who were on the wheel but didn't get into the game, featuring there. And 600 to start with, Pum and Ben.
Let's try an N as in Nancy, please.
N as in Nancy. Yes, there's 1 there, so you get another spin.
Okay.
And lobby game, audience game, you're whispering to Persephone's Twitch bot. Nothing in public chat, please, because it won't be processed, will be deleted by moderators. So please, to the bot. Even if your name isn't there, you can type something and you will appear. I'll prove it to you in just a second. Ben, 400.
Let's take a T as in Tom.
T as in Tom. Yes, there's 4 of them.
Ooh.
So I'm just going to prove the point, but I'm not going to solve it because that would be really rude of me. Oh, someone has beat me to it. We Like Shapes is the first to solve. 930 points there. Very well done, We Like Shapes. And there's a couple of others coming in now. I'm just going to type something random. And you can see me being added to the Twitch players list, even though I wasn't on the list. So, whispering to the bot. And Pum and Ben, you've got another chance to spin the wheel.
All right. Spin.
And it's going to be 300.
Let's have an M as in mother.
M as in mother. Yes, there's 2.
Okay. I'll spin one more time.
Okie dokie. A few more souls coming in. Those points getting added to the board. The higher pitched ping is a new player joining, so that's what all the noises are about. Good spin, 900 points.
All right. Let's go with the R as in Roger, please.
R as in Roger. Yes, there's 2.
Okay. I think I'd like to try to solve the puzzle.
You're going to solve it already. Bonus 1,000 points if you can solve it. What do you think it is?
Turkey with all the trimmings.
It certainly is. Making short work there. Turkey with all the trimmings. Very, very nice indeed. Not giving anyone else an opportunity to get to the wheel, but of course we will go around to Tyson Bain in just a second. We Like Shapes is leading the lobby game with 930 at the moment. Pum and Ben in the hot seat with 5,600 points. Not a jumble, and Tyson Bain not even getting to touch the wheel, but that's all going to change as we move to Tyson Bain in this next game. There are 3 words in this one, and this spells out before and after. Rules are the same as the normal before and after, but there is a festive theme to it. Tyson Bain, the wheel is all yours.
Alright, spin the wheel. Do I type it in whispers?
Yeah, exclamation mark spin, followed by either 1, 2, or 3, or just exclamation mark spin.
Right.
There we go, looks like a spin 1 to me. So a nice gentle spin. 900, Tyson.
T for tango.
T for tango. Yes, there's 2. And there's first off, We Like Shapes again, followed shortly by 8 Minky. We Like Shapes pulling away a little bit, 1,948 points. Coming around for the wheel for Tyson Bain. It's looking like it's going to be big money. It's not quite the big one, but still 800 points, Tyson Bain.
S for sugar.
S for sugar. Yes, there's 2.
Spin again.
And for another spin. If you start thinking about the potential before and afters there could be, we're a bit limited. Oh, it is the big one this time. 1,000 points, Tyson.
Alright, H for hotel.
H for hotel. Yes, there's 2 of them.
Spin again.
And for another spin. There's a couple of failed souls coming in. Natter and M3 times, both good guesses, but not the ones. 200 points, Tyson.
R for Roger.
R for Roger. Yes, there's 4. Oh, big information there. There's another solve.
Spin again.
Go for another spin. All the lobby solves coming in now. Gonna risk another spin, and it looks good, looks clear. It's gonna be 400 points.
Right, C for Charlie.
C for Charlie. Yes, there's 3 of them.
Oh.
Oh, did that not go the direction you thought it was going to?
It kind of has, but... Spin again.
Going for another spin. $400 this time, Tyson.
F for Freddy.
F for Freddy. Yes, just the one.
Oh, right, I'd like to solve.
You'd like to solve it? Okay, what do you think it is?
Father Christmas Cracker.
Father Christmas Cracker is absolutely right. Clive the Legend just sneaking a solve in there in the nick of time. Very well done. Father Christmas Cracker. Honestly, it's so difficult to come up with before and afters for Christmas because everything that is good has got the word Christmas in it. Yeah, Father Christmas Cracker, very well done there. We Like Shapes storming ahead. The first to solve 2 in a row, 1,948 points there. I need to toughen up my puzzles, clearly. Plum and Ben, Tyson Bay, not a jumble of numbers. Not a jumble, not having a go at the wheel yet, but all of that could change in just a moment. Let's take a look at the scores at the halfway point. Not a jumble of numbers, of course, yet to score. Plum and Ben has got 5,600. Tyson Bain is in the lead with 8,800. Half the Christmas Cracker could also have worked, potentially. Yeah, that's a good thought.
That's what I was thinking, but there wasn't another R.
Ah, very good, very good. Well, Twitch reward goes back up to 1,000 points, and Not a Jumble of Numbers is finally going to get a go at the wheel, try it with a chance to get some points on the board. We go on to puzzle number 3, and puzzle number 3 has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 words in it, and it spells out a Christmas Carol. Christmas Carol. So, Not a Jumble of Numbers, the wheel is in your control, and he's off. Not requiring telling twice. And it's double points, of course, in the second half of the game. So, Not a Jumble, you're starting off with 300.
T for Tango.
T for Tango. Yes, there's 3. That is not a carol, 8-min key. Spin again, if you like Not a Jumble, or you can buy, of course, you can buy vowels if you like. Milk-like substance. Look like... no, Matt the Ref was the first to solve it there. 300 again, Not a Jumble.
8, as in Harry.
H as in Harry. Yes, there's 2 of them.
I'd like to buy a vowel.
You'd like to buy a vowel, of course. Which vowel would you like to buy?
An E.
E. Let's have a look. E. Yes, there's 3 of them. There's quite a few solves coming in from the audience now. Here comes another spin. Oh, no! Oh! Oh, lucky thing, you got away with that. 400 points, Not a Jumble.
An R for Richard.
R for Richard, let's have a look. Yes, it's just the one. Last letter of the puzzle. You going for another spin? Yes, you are. And it's going to be 800, I think.
M for Mouse.
M for Mouse. 2 of them. You're going to receive melodious renditions of this carol post-solve. Quite possibly, Matt the Ref. It would not surprise me if I did something like that. And it's going to be 1,000 points. 1,000.
G for Grapes.
G for Grapes. Yes, there's just the one there. We're getting some very high scores in the Twitch lobby on this game. Highest scores I've seen in some time. And another spin coming in. Just missing the big one there, but still 800 points.
D for Dog.
D for Dog. Yes, 1.
I'd like to buy an I.
You'd like to buy an I for Indigo?
Yes.
Let's have a look. Yes, there's 3 of them. What are you going to do? Another spin. Going to risk another go around the wheel. There goes the Bankrupt, which she'll be, I'm sure, relieved to see go. And it's going to be 1,200.
I'll pick an N for not a jumble of numbers.
N for not a jumble of numbers. Yes, there's 2 of them.
Man, almost all the puzzles revealed, and it's still kind of hard to figure out.
So
I'd like to buy another vowel.
Yes, of course. What would
A
you like?
for apple.
A for apple. Let's have a look. 2 of them. Running out of letters. Spin or solve? What's it going to be? Or buy another vowel? You're going to spin. There's a solve coming in from N 3 times, and from Cetra. No, not from Cetra. Clive a Legend. Cetra's one word out there, Cetra. It's going to be 600, not a jumble.
C for Charlie.
C for Charlie. Yes, there are 2 of them. Welcome to the game, DC Simmons. What's it going to be? Not a jumble? Another spin. You're going to risk it. You don't want to get a bankrupt at this point. That would be very painful. Just missing out on that loser turn. It's going to be 400 points.
P for pudding.
P for pudding. Yes, there's 1 there.
I'd like to buy a U.
You'd like to buy a U. Let's have a look. Are there any U's? Yes, there is 1. What are you going to do? Not a jumble?
This is getting awkward.
What's it going to be?
Like to buy an O.
You'd like to buy an O. Let's have a look. Is there an O? There is an O.
Man, I don't even know the last letter.
Well, you've got to spin or solve. Those are your options.
I'm gonna buy time by spinning, so...
You're going to buy time by spinning. Go on then. Give it a spin. Remember, 1,000 points for solving it. If you get a bankrupt now, you'll be very upset. Oh, it's the big one. 2,000 points.
Oh, can I have an L for lingo?
L for lingo. Yes. That sound means there are only vowels left. In fact, there are not even vowels left, but you still have got to try and solve it. You've got to say it as it is. Not a jumble of numbers. What is the puzzle?
It came upon the midnight clear.
It is. It came upon the midnight clear. Oh, well played. That's the first time we have had to go all the way through every single letter, but hey, a good bit of point farming, and it's done you well. You've got 11,050 points on the board with 1 puzzle to go. The puzzle, yes, I got excited, Matt the ref. Please stop making fun of my nervous twitch, you horrible lot. You mean people. Yes, that's a thing that happens sometimes. Don't be mean about it. I'm very aware of it. You. Yeah, they're bullying me.
Keep at it.
Mrs. Price is back from the water dog. Yeah, don't worry about it, guys. It's kind of fun to to do that. I used to do it with the students at school. They say, sir, do you do the thing where you pop your lip sometimes? And I say, yes. And my mum's just had a new hip. Would you like to make fun of that as well? And then they shut up very, very quickly. Because most of the kids are actually quite pleasant. No, I'm not going to. No, I'm only mucking around with it, only messing. Right. We've all had a go at the wheel. No one has got a bankrupt. No one's had a loser turn. No one's missed a letter. So hopefully the second round will be a little bit trickier, or maybe not. We Like Shapes is still in the lead, 2,692. 8 Minky's got 2,484. Hodders has got 2,260. We're coming back to Pum and Ben for the final puzzle before the final. And this has got 4 words in it and spells out a Christmas nightmare. A Christmas nightmare. So, Ben, take it away.
All right, let's spin.
Another 1,000 points going into the Twitch reward. We're still on double points. And Ben's going to start us off with 300.
Can I have an L as in llama?
L as in llama. That's the first one we've missed tonight. No L's in there at all. And on we go to Tyson Bain.
All right, I'll spin.
And it is the Biggie 2000, Tyson.
T for Thomas.
T for Thomas. Yes, 2 of them. Prue's going for the Noel joke. Very nice. Noel, Noel. And I forgot to do my rendition if it came up on the Midnight Clear. Maybe I'll do that later on. Noel, Noel. 8 Minky is the first to solve it. That is... No, Hoddes is the first to solve it, followed very quickly by 8 Minky. Very well done to both of you. And 400 points, Tyson.
S for sugar.
S for sugar. No S's either. We go on to Not a Jumble of Numbers. Couple more solves coming in. Ramsey Fox solving there. 896 still in the Twitch bank. Oh dear! Not a jumble! Still, if you're going to get a bankrupt, as good a time as any to do it is when you haven't got any points on the board. Those points from the previous round are all safe. Pum and Ben, we're back to you.
All right, here we go. Small, big number.
There's another solve from Tipster. And it's going to be 1200, Ben.
Can I have an N as in Nancy, please?
N as in Nancy. Yes, 3 of them.
Okay. I would like to buy an I as in Igloo, please.
You've got more than enough points to do that, so let's buy you an I as in Igloo. Yes, there's 1 of them.
Okay, let's spin.
Another solve there from Proogs.
No.
Oh, we're just missing it. We've gone on to 1,000 points here. 1,000 points.
Can I have an R as in Rugby?
R as in Rugby. There's 2 of them.
Okay. I'd like to buy another vowel, and
Okay.
O as in Oscar, please.
O as in Oscar. Yes, there's 3 of them.
Okay.
1 more spin. And it's going to be 800.
G as in Genie.
G as in Genie. Yes, there's 1 there. If people in the chat working it out, this is very much a Christmas nightmare. Very much. Get inside Ben's head for this one. Maybe a little bit. 400, Ben.
Could I have a P as in Pneumonia?
P as, of course you can. P as in Pneumonia. Yes, there's 1 there.
Just because I don't know if I have enough to take the lead, I'm going to spin one.
You're going to
more
risk
time.
1 more spin?
Yes, I am.
Hope to avoid that bankruptcy. Remember, 1,000 points if you solve it.
Get past that. Okay. 900 would be nice. Or 1800.
It is 1,800 points.
F as in Frank, please.
F is there, and that sound means there are only vowels left, which means now you must attempt to solve it.
Okay. Running out of port.
An absolute nightmare.
That's your first nightmare.
Running out of port would be a huge nightmare. Very, very well done there. Well, finally, we've got a bit of variance into it at the end there. A little bit of variance. Maybe we'll have a bit more some more interesting stuff going on in the second game in terms of people not being quite so good at solving my puzzles. But very well done to all the hot seat players for having such a good run there. And indeed the Twitch players as well. Minky has taken the lead with 33.80. We Like Shapes in second with 32.76. Hodders has got 31.56. But of course there are 1,000 points available in the final if you can get that one. As to our hot seat players, Pum and Ben, Tyson Bane, Not a Jumbler Numbers all had very, very good runs. Not a Jumbler Numbers in particular going to every single letter on the board, buying all of the vowels as well. Did we get enough points in that last game to surpass? Let's have a look at the final scores. From left to right, Pum and Ben has 14,700. Tyson Bane has 12,800. Not a Jumbler Numbers has 11,050, which means Pum and Ben, you are flying solo today.
Wow.
Oh, go for it.
Wow.
Congratulations. We'll see you for the final wall in just a second. Not a Jumble and Tyson Bane, commiserations to you. On other occasions, those scores would be enough to get you into the final on their own.